Good morning. Good morning. I see I'm already live. I didn't know I was live. Um, I was just like stretching, getting ready to go live, and I see the clock says I'm live. So, um, good morning. Today is December 1st, 2021. And if you don't know who I am, I'm Dr. EJ Johnson. I'm an entrepreneur, amongst other things. I'm a trainer. I'm a speaker, I'm a consultant, and I'm doing this live today for a specific reason. So I was challenged to do a live every single day in the month of December. And I think I did this challenge last December, and I was challenged again to do it again this December. And a group of us decided that we would do this challenge. It's to go live every day in the month of December, and today is December 1st. So I never run from a good challenge. So here we are going live. But I wanted to actually create, um, number one, value, because going live just for the sake of going live doesn't sound fun to me. And I wouldn't watch a live where someone was just talking just for the sake of talking. But I wanted to structure this in a way that I share a little bit about me and what I'm up to and what's been significant in my life to cause transformation for me to also inspire success. And I think that might be helpful for whoever's watching. So if you are watching, thank you for watching. Please do come back every day because it is my commitment to go live every day for this month. And if you're watching the replay, great. I want to talk today about, it's 31 days until the end of 2021, and what's interesting about that is there is something in the air that happens when the year is about to end or a new year is about to begin. For me, this is just my take, and you may feel the same way, you may not. You may have your own feelings about this, but I just feel like there's kind of like a sense of urgency that starts to build up the closer we get to the end of the year for me. And for lack of a better term, urgency is what comes up. It's like it's going to just be another month that passes and another calendar day that emerges, but there is this sense of I gotta complete or I gotta get something done before January 1st. And often I put these restrictions on myself. I don't know about you, but I put these restrictions on myself, or not restrictions, but like I put my own self in a pressure cooker, if you will. I'll say, oh, I want to have all of these different tasks completed before January 1st. Or I need to be, my home needs to look a certain way by January 1st, or work needs to look a certain way. There's all these little miniature pressure cookers, I'll call them, time bound, time sensitive goals that I put on myself the closer we get to the end of the year. And so, consequently, what it can create is stress, right, during a very busy holiday season, and anxiety about the coming year and how to transform or how to make sure that everything gets done before this deadline of January 1st. And so I wanted to share with you some strategies. I'm not saying I'm going to stop that. Let's be clear. I'm not saying I'm stopping it. I'm just saying I'm present to the fact that I do this to myself, and some of the ways that I've learned to minimize the stress and to still get a lot of things accomplished, the things that I want to get done throughout the year or by the end of the year, but to do it with joy in my heart. Over the next couple of live streams, I'm going to be sharing some things that allow me to do that and still walk into the new year feeling like I've achieved something or like I've accomplished something. And that may be your focus, that may not be your focus. It doesn't really matter. These strategies that I'm going to share with you all over the next week or so are designed to help you navigate any sort of pressure situation with grace, and with ease. And it's worked for me, so I figured I'd share it with you and really try it and give me some feedback on what you discover about yourself and the process. And so, that being said, I'm going to start with number one. The very first thing when I'm feeling stressed, irritated, um, depressed, anxiety, any sort of feeling that is a separation from joy, from peace, from happiness, from uh, abundance. Anytime I'm feeling less a vibration, anything less than a vibration of joy and possibility, one of the first things that I practice, that I do, is get present to gratitude. And, we hear this a lot, be grateful and make sure you share how much you're grateful and make sure you get present to the things that you're to be grateful for. And I can't really say enough about how important gratitude is and having a gratitude practice and um, implementing that practice and actually creating it, right? Not like oh, I have to, but actually like generating a mindful and intentional gratitude practice. And so the very first thing that whenever I'm faced with fear, with panic, anxiety, any of those lower vibrations, whenever I'm faced with any of that, my first step is to get present to something I can be grateful for. And it doesn't really matter what that something is. You see, because the energy that we generate when we get present to something to be grateful for, that energy that we generate, it starts to snowball. It starts to create even more energy. It's not about the thing that we're grateful for. It's about creating the energy, the positive energy that gets created in our minds, in our body, in our emotional and spiritual selves, that puts us closer to alignment, in the vibrational alignment and energetic alignment of possibility, of optimism, of gratitude, of joy, right? Gratitude is the quickest process to do that, to transform our energy that may be in a lower vibration tone, like depression or anxiety or frustration or anger. Gratitude is the quickest way to start to loosen that low vibration and start to elevate it to the next vibrational tone that's closer to joy, possibility, grace, peace, beauty, right? To the higher vibrational tones. And so, um, like I just said, it doesn't really matter what you can get present to being grateful for. What matters is that you find something, no matter how infinitesimally small it may seem, you find something to be grateful for. And sometimes, like when I'm coaching folks or clients and I give this practice to them, um, many people say to me, "Hey, I'm angry. There's nothing to be grateful for. I'm angry." And that's a very generalized statement, right? There's nothing to be grateful for. And so, what I often challenge my clients or people I'm consulting or coaching with to do is to just breathe. Like, if you could just get present to the fact that the very thing that is running through your body is a nothing short of a miracle. That breath is nothing short of a miracle. To be able to breathe and have it, you know, have that breath fuel the life that runs through your body. That's everybody can get. If you can breathe, you have something to be grateful for. And if you could get present to that, even when you're in the middle of, you know, a fit of rage, if you could just get present to the fact that the very idea that you have rage right now means that you're breathing. So you could not have rage or you could not have anger, you could not even be depressed if you weren't breathing, right? It's not possible. So I'm not saying be grateful for being in anxiety or depression or any of those lower vibrations. I'm not saying that in this moment, but I am saying that having thoughts, having your body function without you literally figuring out how to function your organs, which we don't have to do, right? It just happens on automatic. It's what our bodies do. And being able to inhale and exhale life, just getting present to that. That's one thing you could be grateful for. This practice of gratitude is about holding a vibration for long enough that it can snowball and create a bigger ripple effect of that vibration, right? Because you can't, for any length of time, be in a lower vibration and maintain gratitude, right? They don't necessarily coexist. So the longer we hold a position of gratitude, the longer we're grateful, the weaker and weaker the lower vibration tone is, the weaker and weaker the depression, the anger, the anxiety, the weaker and weaker it gets, the stronger and stronger you start to lean towards the higher vibrational energy and higher vibrational tone. So I would invite you to put this into practice. Just try it. You know, I've told this story many times, and some of you might have heard it, some of you maybe not. Maybe you're just connecting with me for the first time. I used to have really bad road rage, and it would anger me that people would cut me off on the street, and I would get really angry. And I started practicing this gratitude at the request of a coach. And it's like, okay, I'm grateful I have a car. Okay, I'm grateful I have music in my car because music is a driving force for me. It beats life into me as life force energy into me. So music is very important to my life. And I would just, in the middle of being angry about someone cutting me off or bad traffic or whatever it was in that road rage situation, I would just start to get present, just look around my car and get present to the things that I'm grateful for. I have gas in my car. It runs well. It's new. I have great. It smells good. It's clean. I have a radio. I'm breathing. I have dexterity that I can actually steer the car, that I can drive safely. I'm great. And I would get present to all those things. And before I would know it, I'd forget why I was angry, number one. I would forget about the road rage. My energy could not stay in that fit of anger. I just couldn't do it. So I would practice that all the time. And then it became such a practice that I didn't even want to feel the road rage at all. So I would just, the moment I put my key in the ignition, I would start to be grateful and start and continue to be grateful and continue to be grateful. Now, some may say, Jay, that's just a distraction. You're distracting yourself by bombarding your mind with gratitude. And I would say to that, absolutely yes, because that would serve me to maintain this positive, this good feeling tone. And whatever I need to do to maintain a good feeling tone, I'm going to do it because that's the place where I thrive. And so in this moment, I invite you all to take that on as a practice and just see how it feels. Just try it on with like an experiment, if you will. For the month of December or the next, let's not even go that lofty. Just for this one day, just for today, just practice going into gratitude. Remember, whenever you feel your emotion dips into a lower vibrational feeling, one that, and when I say lower vibrational feeling, I should clarify this. Whenever you feel less than joy, it is a lower vibrational feeling. So joy is something that lives within us, right? It's always present, but sometimes we don't access it. We access a lower vibration. And if you're in a lower vibration feeling tone, joy cannot coexist. So the further and further you get separated, or the feeling of separation. So if you feel less than joy at any point throughout your day today, just take a moment and get present to gratitude. Just, hey, I'm grateful. Wow, I'm grateful. I noticed that I'm feeling less than joy. I'm grateful that I have the breath. I'm grateful I have breath right now, and that I can just be in gratitude for breathing. I can be in gratitude for having sight, motion of my hands, right? Just find anything to be in gratitude for. It doesn't matter what the thing is, just anything, and then move to the next thing that you can find. You find one thing to be grateful for, find something else. You find that, find something else. And challenge yourself to see if you can still maintain the lower vibration feeling. If they could coexist, if you're truly finding places to be grateful, that lower vibration will start to lessen and lessen. Just take this on as a practice, like an experiment, if you will. And I'd love to hear what you discover, how you feel, what emerges as a result of trying this on. All right, so I'm not going to keep you too long. This is it for today. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for watching. Hopefully, a practice of gratitude will serve you just as much, if not more, than it has served me in my life. It's gotten me out of some sticky situations, mentally, emotionally, physically, and so I just invite you to take it on. All right. Have a great December 1st, everybody.